right. Hey,
What's going
hey.
on?
Hanging, man. We got something new this week. You can see the little music notes up there. So it's music related. Um, I remember playing some songs for you, uh, like a decade ago, and you probably don't remember, but we were on our way to play basketball, and I played a couple songs for you, like basically the stuff I listen to, which is not exactly radio stuff. Uh, Underground, if you want to call it, independent hip hop, and um, but I kind of liked showing you the song, and we didn't necessarily talk about it or really listen to it like we are today. I didn't play you this specific song, but it was just you know just a song that I listened to, and so what I wanted to do today was play this song for you just to get your reaction.
All right.
Um, why do this? It's not to get you to be a hip hop head. I'm not doing this so you can love rap. It's not your favorite music, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. But you have listened to rap music in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, growing up in the '90s, of course.
Exactly. So you know about it. It's not like it's going to be a complete surprise to you or anything like that. But I want to sort of introduce you to it. There's more out there than just some of the stuff that you would normally be exposed to, which is stuff on the radio, where it's mostly talking about girls or cars, or these days it's just like all these mumble rappers that you don't even know what they're saying. So it's just to show you that there's some different out there. Hey, it's not going to be people killing each other and all this stuff. Maybe one day we will listen to something like that. I don't know. But for now, here's this song that I want to show you. Okay,
All right.
guy's name is Hopsin. I think you'll hear Marcus within the song. That's his actual name, and I think his name is Marcus Hopsin, Hopson, but he changed it to Hopsin as his rap name. He just called himself Hopsin. And the song's called Ill Mind of Hopsin number 7. And I think, I'm not sure how he releases these, but maybe one a year or something like that, where it's Ill Mind of Hopsin 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is number 7. Um, I don't even really need to tell you much about it. It's not going to be a difficult song to grasp onto. It's not going to be super lyrical and all these metaphors and similes that you have to figure out. It's going to be pretty much, well, you'll see. It's going to be easy to get, and I just want to see what your thoughts are on it.
All right.
And we'll be showing everyone the video here while we take a look at the lyrics. You got them in front of you?
Yeah. Yeah. I got him. All right. We
All
ready?
right. I say we get into it.
All right.
Here it is. Hopsin, Ill Mind of Hopsin 7. And then, yeah, mark your lyrics. You'll be able to pause at some point.
Yeah.
All right, let you know. There we go.
It's us, my power. Live life, my power.
It's hot out there, bro. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Fuck anybody I might alarm. Life is a tour, I sit and ride along. Taking some notes and then I write the songs. I'm staring down the road, my life is gone. Is this where I belong? Is it wrong to not believe in right and wrong? My mental state is fucking me up, and I cried upon while asking you for some answers, but we don't have that type of bond. Now my desire's gone, with the way that I've been living lately. If I died right now, you turn the fire on. Sick of this bullshit, niggas call me a sellout, cause I hopped in Christianity so strongly then I fell out. Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down, feeling so damn humiliated cause they looking at me like I'm hellbound. What story should I tell now? I'll just expose the truth. I'm so close to the fucking edge, I should be close to you, but who the fuck are you? You never show the proof, and I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do? There's way too many different religions with vivid descriptions, begging all fucking men and women to listen. I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. These ain't wicked decisions, I got different intentions. I've been itching to get it, I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this back.
We'll rewind a little bit. I like the line earlier where he says that they call him a sellout. He says, because I hopped on Christianity so strong and then I fell out. He was a huge Christian there for a long time. And at some point, he really stopped. I don't know if he just stopped completely or he just was questioning. You know, he has, obviously the song is about him sort of having all these questions. And so I like that line.
Yeah,
anything that stands out to you so far?
I can relate to that. I grew up as a Christian, and I fell out of that. You learn more as you go along, and that's something.
You feel like anybody looked at you in a certain way after that?
Probably. But, I didn't care. You know, I feel like there's a lot of judgment in that religion, and I didn't like that part of it. Yeah,
probably a lot of judgment in a lot of religions, maybe. Yeah. I also like the line a little bit up ahead there, where it says, "I can't even beat my dick without being convicted." So you know that's a big one in certain religions. Like masturbation is really looked as something that you should just not be doing. Yeah. So I like that line. But yeah, rewind it a couple seconds and let's get going.
I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this backlash because Marcus isn't a Christian, and I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction, but I can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand beside it. I need an answer, humans can't provide it. I look at the earth, the sun, and I can tell a genius man designed it. It's truly mind-blowing, I can't deny it. Is heaven real? Is it fake? Is it really how I fantasize it? Where's the Holy Ghost at? How long does it take a man to find it? My mind's a non-stop tape playing, and I can't rewind it. You gave me the Bible and expect me not to analyze it? I'm frustrated and you provoked it. I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it. I have a fucking brain, you should know it. You gave it to me to think, to avoid every useless moment. It was a mission that I had to abort, cause humans be lying with such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, that's where I'm slamming the door. A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Pac's alive. I ain't trying to take your legacy and torture down. I'm just saying, I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth. Just sheep always telling stories of older guys who were notarized like you and you finally vocalized. Now I'm supposed to bow my head and close my eyes and somehow let the Holy Ghost arise? Sounds like a fucking poltergeist. Show yourself and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone. I no longer doubt this.
Okay. So you see where he's going with this. He's pretty upset.
Yeah.
But there's a line back. I like the and I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction, but I can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand by it. I need an answer. Humans can't provide it. But he says, you know, I look at the earth and the sun, and I can tell a genius man designed it. So I mean, we're standing as specks on this big round ball of gravity, bro. And it's like, that's pretty amazing if you really just think deep into that. Like, that's an amazing damn thing, bro.
Yeah. You got to question how did we get here? You know, was it some kind of being? Was it all just some crazy Big Bang? Who knows? You know.
Yeah. Was it the monkeys, as many say it is? Mm-hmm. There's, you know, there's a lot of questions, but But I just like that line that he says that you can look at the earth and sun and tell that a genius man designed it, and it's truly mind blowing. I can't deny it. But but he just he just doesn't know. There's just so many questions. So anyway, you can go back a couple seconds there, and unless you got something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the whole stuff about you know, um, I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so many people think Christians believe it wasn't a human who wrote that, but yeah, how do you prove that?
Right, and hasn't it been like redone a lot over the years too?
Yeah, and different interpretations. You can interpret things so many different ways, and
one thing you can't deny is that book is pretty amazing, though, right? For being as old as it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's got a lot of stuff that I still keep with me. A lot of lessons. I've still learned a lot, and especially Jesus and his teachings. Jesus. And it seems like a lot of Christians don't really follow Jesus these days. They follow, Trump, who's the opposite of Jesus, and they love this guy. Like it's like what
he is their God now, man.
Yeah, he's their God, and he's the complete opposite of Jesus.
Wrong. Oh man.
But,
okay.
And the other thing is, next Jehovah's Witness to come to my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door. Because my wife's a Jehovah's Witness, so I hear that a lot.
Wrong.
People are always making fun of Jehovah's Witnesses, but they have some weird things too. But to me, they're just another form of Christianity. Really, I don't.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I mean, I know he talks about he was a Christian, so that's sort of, but it's not necessarily. He mentions a lot of religion, so it's like he says that line. So I don't think he's just sort of bagging on the one. I think he's,
Yeah.
It's definitely about several. So, all right, we want to rewind a couple seconds and.
All
right.
Poltergeist, show yourself, and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone. I no longer doubt the shit. You're the one. I'll admit that my sinful ways were stupid fun, and all my old habits can hop on top of a roof to plunge. I donate to a charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches. I'd hang with a group of nuns, and everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. I hate the fact that I have to believe you haven't been chatting with me like you did Adam and Eve. And I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That shit never happens to me. I don't know if you do or don't exist. It's driving me crazy. Send your condolences. This is me reaching to you, so don't forget if hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it. I'ma probably regret the fact that I ever wrote this shit. My gut feeling says it's all fake. I hate to say it, but fuck it, shit, I done lost faith. This isn't a small phase, my perspective's all changed. My thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day. And in my mind, I make perfect sense. If you aren't real, then all my prayers aren't worth a cent. That won't mean that I can just make up what my purpose is. And I can sit in church and just say fuck in the services. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God. I feel like they've been brainwashing us with a lot, so much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box. Man, everything is what if. Why is it always what if? Planet Earth, what if? The universe, what if? My sacrifice, what if? My afterlife, what if? Every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
Stop there.
Yeah. We're getting towards the end here.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, a couple things. I like where he says, I ain't trying to take your legacy and torch it down. I'm just saying I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth. So, I don't know. Is he praying and nothing's happening for him? What do you take from that line?
Yeah. And
is it literal? Is he saying, hey, I really want to hear you. Let's see that you're there? Because there's a line where he says, if you show yourself like, okay, I'm done, and I'll just hang out with a bunch of nuns, you know.
Yeah. I think he's saying literally he wants to see something, you know.
Yeah, to prove that it's real. Sort of like when we talked about ghosts, and I was like, you know, everyone I know has a story, but I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
So the day it happens, I'll come on and I'll tell you. I'll be the first to say, look, I saw something. It's real, you know.
Yeah.
Anything else stand out for you so far?
Yeah. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God.
Yeah.
That's something. Back at Cal State Long Beach, I minored in sociology, took a lot of sociology classes, and that would come up in class from the teachers, like that religion was used as a form to control the masses, and it's been that way for thousands of years, you know. So it's, you know, there's truth to that, and people don't want to think about that, but yeah.
Very true. Good one. Yep. Let's see what else here. I like where he says that if hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it, I'm probably gonna regret the fact that I ever wrote the shit. I like that, but you know, he follows it with my gut feeling says it's all fake. You know.
Yeah.
So I know how do you know? Oh, okay. Well, we'll get more into it. You got something else, or we'll finish it off here.
No, finish it there.
All right. Let's rewind a couple seconds.
All right.
We're at the end here.
I'm fucking done.
This is crazy right here. That's tough.
This is my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun.
Great line.
If you really care for me, prove that I need to live carefully. But I'll be damned if I put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed. We are you, and you're us. Stop playing games. My life's all I got, and heaven is all in my brain. And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please, and not just do me. I'm a human. I'll stay in my lane. Ill mind. It's us, mind, power.
Directed by him.
Life, mind, power.
And produced by him. I'm pretty sure he's the one that did the beat for himself. He does a lot of beats. He does a lot of his own stuff. I like the drums.
Yeah.
I like that beat for the song. I think it fits. All right, we can stop it. All right, so first of all, first time hearing Hopsin, correct?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a guy you would ever have heard of in any way, shape, or form.
No. Yeah, first time.
Yeah. So first off, his voice. What do you think about his voice?
His voice, wasn't a big fan of his voice. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he sounded, even though maybe not the voice wasn't the best, do you think he sounded okay with the beat, how the beat went, what he was trying to express?
Yeah. I think his flow.
Flow, the delivery. Flow and delivery, sure.
That was good. Yeah.
Lyric wise, what'd you think of the lyrics and the content that he brought?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. He had some things to say, some things to think about. So I thought that was good. That was
yeah. So I think this is a song that's well, no, not important. I was gonna say important. It's not an important song. It's a song that when I first heard, I was like, wait a second, okay. First of all, it's different. It's not something you're going to hear on the radio. You know, it's not the kind of stuff that they're gonna play. It's not popular. You know. And so, but when I first heard it, I was like, this is interesting for that fact. And also that I have a lot of these same questions. Like growing up, I remember being a little kid, maybe dang, maybe just starting elementary school or something and going. I remember going up to my dad and going, so why do you always say thank God, in Spanish? Gracias a Dios. Why do you always say that? He said, well, it's because of him, certain things, but whatever. And I go, so is God Mexican? He's like, no. He's not like, I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I just, as a little kid, you're told what you're told, and I feel like, well, your parents, and then your grandma or your grandpa, whoever it was, they tell you, this is what you should believe, and then you do, and you never really dig.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I never dug, especially as a kid. I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm supposed to believe in this, and so I will. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was told all that stuff when I was a kid, and went to church and everything. So I believed it. That's all I knew. You know, until I got older. You know, till you live life and see different things. Yeah, that was all I knew. So I didn't. You know, of course,
You kind of go with it, right?
You go with it. Yeah. I mean, you do things like, when you have to pray all the time and stuff, it gets ingrained in you.
Yeah. Yep. What did you think of the beat? I know it's probably very different than normal rap songs maybe you listen to. What do you think of a beat like that?
Yeah, I like the drums. I liked I like the beat to it. I you know Honestly, I like more the '90s hip hop
Mm-hmm.
beats. Better, more catchy. More danceable. But
Yeah.
for what it was a good beat.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not a beat you're putting your best dance moves out there for. Any lines stand out? Because I think a heavy line is every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. That's a heavy line to say about someone that we mentioned on the show before that a ton of people believe in. In fact, that was like the number one answer was, religion, just religion in general.
Yeah. Well, there's another line. You know, prove that I need to live carefully, but I'll be damned if I put my pleasure aside. For
So
afterlife,
good.
it isn't even guaranteed because there are so
So
many
good.
people who live only for the afterlife. They're like, forget this life. I need to do what I need to do to get to the afterlife, and that's crazy. There's like kamikaze pilots, or monks or nuns or priests or you know so many different people who live life a certain way for the afterlife. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that could be, like we said earlier, it could be masturbation, it could be drinking or going out to parties. You're not supposed to party in some religions. You're not supposed to drink, smoke. Um, maybe he's talking about women too. Who knows? Maybe he's saying, why should I put aside just being with women when, a lot of religions say you need to be married before you even have sex. So maybe he's talking about women too, but that's a great line. Put my pleasure aside.
Yeah.
Or an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed. That's good.
Yeah. I'll tell you, as a kid, I was deathly afraid of everything that could
Mortified?
be mortified. Yeah, of anything that could be a sin. Masturbation, everything. Whatever.
Everything. Whatever you've been told that is wrong, you were definitely worried about it.
Yeah, I'm like, God's watching me. You can't get away with anything.
That was a question I had growing up. It's like, well, if he's watching me, how's he watching the neighbor or my friend over there? Like, maybe he's not watching me right now. Maybe I'll go do something stupid. Who knows? That was one of the questions I had as a kid. It's like, how can he see everyone? I don't understand that. So, a lot of questions, and obviously he had some himself too. And That's why he dropped off. Now he's just saying, look, show me the proof. Okay, I was there with you. Then I wasn't. Then I had people asking me. He says, I forget what he says. Now I'm like with the dog, like with his tail between his legs, because everyone's asking questions, and he's avoiding them like a scared dog, because he fell off, and now people are going, asking him these questions. Well, why? And so yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a good song overall. It's just an interesting song. Final thoughts on it? What you think overall?
Overall, it was interesting. Like, am I gonna start listening to it? No.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. So this is the guy that I listen to, and I actually listen to quite a bit, but I don't listen to this song. Yeah. So this is a song you listen to, and then if I hear it, it comes up on my playlist 5 months from now. I'll give it a go maybe. Yeah. Or there's just sometimes you feel like it. Yeah. I've done that with my girl, where we're in the kitchen cooking, and we put it on. It's like, because it's just an interesting song, with a lot of questions that I believe a lot of people have. So that's what makes it great, in my opinion. And yeah, just like you said, no, I'm not listening to this. I'm not gonna. As soon as we get off here, I'm not gonna listen to it again, and I probably won't listen to it for several months. Yeah. It's just a cool song every now and then.
Yeah, I agree.
So there you go. That's your introduction to Hopsin. Get this crap out of here. Why is this here? All right. By the way, everyone, if you like that, you want to see Jay react to more music that he's never even known existed out there, and maybe you guys didn't either. Maybe you didn't think, maybe because all you listen to is radio, that you think it's about taking drugs and being with women and having fancy rides and the normal stuff and a nice coat. That's normally the hip hop that's on the radio because it's popular. And so it keeps playing over and over again, and people go and buy the stuff, and radio stations know that that's what people listen to, so that's what they play. It's simply how it goes. This guy won't get radio play. Actually, I think he got radio play one time, I believe several years ago, and he was all excited and did a video or something. I believe, I'm not sure, but I think he did. But no, this is a guy you're not going to hear on the radio. And so if you guys want to hear something more like that, that's maybe interesting, different, let us know. Let us know in the comments. If you don't like to comment, just shoot me a text. Let me know. Because nobody's commenting anything.
Or send an email.
Send an email, please. There you go. Hey, if you have suggestions, there you go. Send an email and just suggest some songs, something. Or you don't have to. If you don't know songs like this, if you just want to hear more stuff, let me know. I've got a little lineup of stuff that I wanna show to Jason and get his reaction to. So yeah, let us know. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. What do we got here?
See,
what do we got? Some OC news or what?
OC news, yeah.
All right. What you got?
Well, I went to a little place in Costa Mesa called Book Off.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
cool name.
It's a used bookstore, but they have a lot of other stuff. They got anime stuff. They got Funko Pops. They got action figures. They got movies, games, everything. Asian-owned store. Pretty nice store. It's there's not many bookstores or stores that have that kind of stuff around anymore. So it's kind of cool to go in there and just check out that stuff. I got Jose a present for his birthday there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I have it. I could grab it.
Yeah, grab it.
Where is the exact location? Cross streets, or you got that?
Yeah. That is on that's on Harbor, and oh man, what's the other cross street there? Let me see. Let me look it up really quick.
It was my birthday. Well, actually, my birthday was yesterday. But celebrated over the weekend on Saturday, and yeah, this is the one he was talking about. Oversized like Funko Pop. LeBron. This thing's awesome, man. Look at this thing. Normally they're, like the usually those Funko Pops are probably like this big, the little tiny things. So it's like an oversized one. Look at his beard. It's awesome, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Yeah, that
they
was
they didn't do the bald spot though.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to like do that to it for a while.
Yeah.
The paint comes off. This is cool, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I've had some Funko Pops, but never like a oversized one like that. Oh man. So where's this place? Did you say it? I missed it.
Yeah, it's 2955 Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Harbor Boulevard, okay.
Harbor, yeah, near Baker. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the corner there, with a bunch of shops, But yeah, good place.
All right.
Place.
I
But
just want to show off.
But the one problem was I took my son with me, and he found a $70 toy.
Oh no.
Yeah, that he was crazy.
What do you do in that case?
I just got it for him.
Did you really?
Yeah, because he was, yeah.
Oh no.
A tough day, but it did
have.
You
had it?
Yeah, if I hadn't, it did have both Spider-Man and Carnage. It was,
Hell no.
That's what I would have said.
It was two figures in one thing, so I think of it, okay, $35 each. That's normal, But
yeah.
Oh,
so, what is it? Is a figurine with the base, or there's two separate things that fight each other?
Two separate action figures that can fight each other, have a lot of different articulation points or whatever, They have
like accessories?
Yeah, they have accessories too. You can put on different hands and different stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like those as a kid, so I get it.
And those are his favorite. Characters.
Superheroes?
Yeah.
I know Spider-Man was one of them. Who was the other one?
Carnage, the villain.
Oh, Carnage.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Well, mine is my LC News is, you were there. It's called Stumpy's Hatchet House, and we were joking that it's called Stumpy's because you walk in with 10 fingers and you leave with 9. Because you're throwing these hatchets at the at this board, try to hit a target. And first time I've done it, you?
First time, yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I was nervous at first because I've never done it. How hard is this gonna be? Kind of thing. But
did you miss completely the first time?
No, I think the first time I got it. I think I got it the first time, and then I missed a couple after that. But
yeah, that was my first time. It was kind of it was cool. It was one of those things that would be nice, I think, to go with like another couple. Like if you and your wife went with another couple and just had some drinks or food. We had pizza. There was pretzels.
Wings.
What else? Oh, wings. That's right.
Wings.
French fries. Yeah.
Fries, yeah.
They have beers, like pitchers, so you can have beer and rosé, and I think that's it. There was no liquor or nothing like that, I don't think. So cool spot, Huntington Beach, Edinger, near Beach Boulevard. And man, you were there, and a lot of people showed up. My brother showed up, like cousins were there, friends, couple I hadn't seen in some time, like Kevin or even Big Dog. I mean, I see him, but it's kind of like here and there, not too often. So It's always good to get together and hang out and joke around.
Yeah.
And you had to meet another Charger fan.
Yeah, then another Charger
LJ,
fan. Yeah.
my cousin.
There's actually a lot of us in Orange County, man. I meet them a lot in Orange County, like especially like Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm or wherever. Like, yeah, but yeah, that was cool. And I was thinking you know what, 5 of the championship Warriors basketball team we had were at your birthday. 5 of us, man. We were just missing Blake, who's in Chicago, and
Chicago, or near there, I think, in Illinois.
And Lorenzio,
yeah. Dang, that's true.
Yeah, that would have been the whole championship squad right there.
And none of us play anymore.
Yeah, me and Big Dog were actually talking. We're trying to get back out there. Yeah.
For like 1-on-1.
Nah, just shoot around, man.
For $100.
Yeah, like Rahimi, man.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that was a good time. So when you run into Chargers fans like at Disneyland, is it like you just have to talk to each other or what?
Yeah.
Or do you just do them?
I usually just do that, but sometimes they want to talk about stuff, man. Sometimes something big happens and they want to start talking. And like one time at Disneyland, I'm just like, my wife and my son went into the restroom and some girl just started talking to me about him. And like she comes out and I'm just talking to some girl, it's like some random girl. Like, who is this?
That kind of tells you there aren't that many fans, man. Because when you see each other, it's like, "What's up?" Well,
but it happens a lot. Like my son's school, like some guy like started talking to me there at the school. That happens all the time, man. Like at WonderCon, so somebody saw my hat and and I replied. They're like, "Oh, bolt up." I'm like, "Thank you."
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Peace be with you.
Yeah. I feel like it's like the only 2 black guys in a school where like when they see each other, they kind of gotta do the thing because they're the only 2 black guys.
My wife said I need to start saying Hail Hydra.
Oh my God. Will you be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So yeah, so that was that place. Great spot. Cool things. It's probably like the Hopsin song. I won't be doing it every week or every month. It's something you do every once in a while, I think, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. So do you have am I a dick for this week?
I do. But it's not about me.
Okay.
It's about a stranger.
All right, let's hear it.
So I went to see this movie called Civil War, aptly, and so I get there late. Like I actually try to get there late because there's usually about 25 minutes of previews and nonsense like you got to sit through, and like I don't want to waste my time staying there 25 extra minutes just like, hey, I'll watch a good preview every now and then, but I don't like to waste my time, So I get there right as the movie's starting, right, and there's a person in what I think is my seat, and I go, excuse me, well, also, so the way it's set up, there's like sections of seats, and there's only 2 seats in this little section here in the middle. And so she's got her purse on the other seat. She's got tissues. She's got all these other whatever women have. Yeah, she had tissues in there. She had whatever women have, like all these trinkets and whatever, like all over this other seat.
Yeah, it's makeup.
Yeah, so I go, excuse me, I think this is my seat. And she gets all defensive, like, no, this is my seat. This is my seat. And and so I pull out my ticket. I show it to her. She's like, "Oh, well, I'm in your seat. So you just want to move to this other seat?" I was like, Yeah, sure. And I'm missing the very beginning of the movie too. Like through all of this, like, I gotta wait while she fumbles and gets all her crap off. She left her tissues there. And it's like, why do you have to be defensive about this from the jump when you know a seat next to you is not yours?
Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't the seat that she put all her crap on. It was the one she was actually sitting in.
It was the one she was sitting in was supposed to be my seat.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Did she acknowledge that it was a mistake on her end?
No, she's just like,
didn't care.
She's just like, okay, like you want to sit in this seat? Like, yeah, sure.
But yeah, it's mine.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll sit in my seat. And then Then she sat next to you the whole movie?
Yeah, awkwardly, we're awkwardly sitting next in a movie called Civil War about Americans fighting each other.
Oh man.
So is she a dick?
You should have gone certain parts of the movie, huh? Yeah, see that part?
Yeah. And
oh my god, bro!
You dick.
100%, bro. 100%. Like, why are you upset?
Yeah, why are you upset?
Dumbass, you're in the wrong seat.
Yeah.
And you know what? That could have been. That could have been, are you a dick? Because you could have been like, match her energy, or even surpass it and been like, well, excuse me, but you're in my seat. Like, what the fuck? You could have been like a complete, jerk about it, and you were just asking her nicely, like, I think your Kleenex are in my seat. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I could have gone off, and she was super loud too. And the movie had started. People were trying to watch the movie, and she's like, full, the whole theater can hear her voice. Like.
Yeah, no, 100% dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I know the answer to mine already, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. So my girl, for my birthday, she's the one that set up this whole thing to go do the hatchet throwing, and I think it was the day before. I said, "Hey, for my birthday, I'd like to, just go do so and so and so, and just kind of relax." And she's like, "I already have this whole thing set up." And I said, "How long we been together? 45 years? Like, don't you know already that I freaking hate surprises? I hate surprises. I don't want to be surprised. I want to know what I'm walking into." I'm just weird like that. I don't like them, dude. I just don't like them. Maybe a control thing, or just being neurotic or anxious, whatever
OCD,
it may be.
OCD.
And so she knows this, but she's good about it. She also knows she's not gonna put me in a weird situation. It's not gonna be like I don't know, some weird, like, you saw what it was. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And so, jokingly, I said, you better tell me what it is, or I'm not going. And we were having a dinner, and she's like, well, if you really want, it's like, I'll just tell you. But people think that it's a surprise right now, and that you don't know anything about it. And I said, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to tell me. And she said, I'll just tell you. I'm just going to tell you what it is. So she told me what it was. And so am I a dick for sort of pushing it and getting it out of her?
Yes, you are a dick.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know why I'm so weird with it, dude. I don't like surprises, man. I don't like them. Are you a big surprise guy? Do you like walking into something and people yelling and you knew nothing about it?
I don't crave that. I don't look for that, but I'm also not going to be upset about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah.
But I just want to know. I don't know. Yeah. All right.
Dick.
I know.
Are you also one of those people that had to know what your Christmas presents were or something?
No, not at all. I actually hate that, and I don't like to be spoiled on a movie or a TV show. I don't want to know what's coming up. None of that. And it's strange because she is that way. She wants to know if we're watching a show. and I already seen it. She wants me to tell her what happened. I said, I'm not going to tell you. Why do you want it? I can't understand why she wants to know what's coming up. I don't get it. And she just wants to know. And I go, I'm not telling you. I don't remember. I don't remember this part. Because I think it's best to wait to see what happens. Does this guy get his head chopped off? Like, why would you want to know that? Wait and see, and you're gonna be like, even it's gonna be a better, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Yeah, my dad's like that too. He's always like, we go to a movie, like if he knows I know, he'll be asking me the whole time, oh, what happens? What happens? Like,
yeah, what is that? Yeah. I'd love to know what that is. I ask her, but she doesn't have an answer for me. It's so. I'd love to know what that is. Why do you want to know? What is it? Why don't you have the patience for something that would be grand if you don't know what it is yet? I think it's just, in my opinion, like something huge happens in the TV show, a turning point. You want to know before it happens? I don't want to know.
Yeah. I think for my dad, he's big into control, and like not having that control, maybe that bothers him. I don't know.
I feel the control with the surprise party stuff. I think that's where I feel it then. Like, I don't want to, I know she's not going to put me in a bad situation, but I still want to know just so that I'm not in a bad situation. It's weird.
Well, we were all worried that I ruined the surprise for you too, man. Because did you see me when you were outside? Did you see me go to the front?
I didn't see you, but I could see through the damn glass.
Okay.
Everybody's standing right there. I can see everybody.
Because I forgot to scan the QR code up front to do the liability waiver or whatever. So I went up there, and then like right after, as I was doing it, I was like, "Oh crap, maybe he can see me," you know. And then I came back, and everyone was like, "Did he see you? Did he see you?" I don't know.
Yeah, and then I walk in, and people were like, "Oh, hey," you know. But yeah, people, I don't think they knew at that point. They probably still don't know.
No,
I don't think I told anyone. The only person that knew was my buddy Kevin, who showed up there at the end with his girlfriend, Amber, and he's the only one that knew because I invited him. I go, "Hey, you know, you want to come to my surprise party, dude?" So he knew, and he could have said something, and he didn't. Not that it would have mattered at that point. I didn't care if people knew or not. I wasn't going to show up and act like I was surprised, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that, and I did say you don't have to tell me. I'd like to know. You don't have to. And she's just like, I'll just tell you. And she just told me. So
yeah,
I know. Big move. What you watching, man? Anything?
Yeah. Well, I saw that movie Civil War. Yeah, that's been a controversial movie because some people I've seen online have said, you know, this is too close to actually happening. This movie shouldn't come out, and I feel like the opposite. You know, you really need to know what's going on. You need to, you know, like the Twilight Zone will come up with uncomfortable social things going on at the time. You know, it's something you need to see. You know, you need to think about. And this is a movie that'll make you think. Like after the movie, I saw a bunch of groups of people just standing around talking. It's the kind of movie you'll want to talk about and you'll think about after. And yeah, I think those kind of movies are great. I will say it starts off slow, like the first maybe almost half of the movie. I'm thinking, am I gonna like this movie? And then it really gets going, and crazy stuff happens, and stuff that makes you think. And yeah, I enjoyed that, and I also enjoyed that it follows a group of 4 press people, and it takes the point of view as people, you know, press journalists going through this war zone that is America. They're trying to get to Washington D.C. before the military gets to the president to try to interview him. He's a controversial president like Trump, you know, and it's interesting because Trump vilified press so much, like press are the enemy, So it's kind of cool to see the point of view of the press and what they deal with, and the craziness they'll do for their job. So yeah, and in a way, I'm part of the press. I'm not out on the battlefield or whatever, but I'm doing interviews. I'm taking pictures like they do. I'm writing articles. So I can relate to all that. So good movie. Good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned standing up, talking about it afterwards. People discussing. Excuse me. Can you think of other movies that have been that way? I've not been to many where people kind of stick around, but I've been to 2 Marvel movies where people are like clapping for several seconds after the movie was done. Can you think of another movie like that where people are just either standing up, talking like you said, or discussing or clapping?
Yeah, there was a movie. It's a movie called Barbarian, horror movie that Sam Raimi mentioned at WonderCon when I asked him any recent movies he enjoyed. He liked that movie. It's the kind of movie that's crazy, and me and my brother and his girlfriend afterwards were talking about it, and um, having some laughs at some things, some scenes in there, and yeah, like you said, Marvel, like Endgame, got big reactions from crowds. People just cheering for when Captain America picks up Thor's hammer. I remember I interviewed um, comic comic book writing superstar Mark Waid. He's like written every kind of comic there is, and he told me he got so excited during that moment he actually broke his chair because he was so excited. He broke the handle on his chair and it came off. He's like, yes, And yeah, I love seeing a reaction out of people. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that movie and people just clapping and crying. There were people crying at one of those.
Crying. Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, like people are actually crying, man. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, some movies just hit different, man.
Yeah.
There is something I'm watching, but I'll hold off on it till I get into it a little bit more. Dark Side of the Ring. I'm still moving on that one. Still good. Crazy stuff. The Hot Ones. I don't know if we mentioned Hot Ones last time. Yeah, so I'm still watching that. Great. The interviews. The reason I like the guy that does that show is he asks good questions. If you listen to the people he's talking to, they'll mention it themselves. Like, no one's ever asked me that. It's always the same shit all the time. They'll say it themselves. The actors. They don't like it.
Conan O'Brien, who was on the finale, mentioned that. He said, you do great interviews. And Conan himself has done so many interviews and great interviews, and so he would know. And that episode kind of got the internet on fire for Conan. I've seen a lot of people posting Conan stuff just because of that episode. So that's been really cool to
Hot
see.
Ones. I'm watching it on Prime. No, sorry, Hulu. But a couple of things I didn't know about it. First of all, I didn't know it was a YouTube show. This show started on YouTube. Yeah. The guy was just trying to come up. Apparently, he just worked in an office or as a journalist or something like that, and he mentions it on the show. He's like, I never want to go back to that. So that's why I eat this hot stuff. Like, his stomach's got to be just dead, and his taste buds have to be dead at this point. He's done so many of these. I had no idea because on Hulu you only get a certain amount. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it says season 1, episode 1, season 1 of it, which is not. It's incorrect. I come to find out later. But you get to see great people. Johansson, we said. You get Justin Timberlake. Guy for Ferrari, what's his name? Whatever. I know people like him a lot.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched one recently with Sydney Sweeney, that hot actress.
I've not seen that one. Okay.
That's a good one, and that's one where he mentions maybe my taste buds are just gone now. But he was marveling at her because she was doing all kinds of hot ones and like not having a reaction until the very end. He's like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you feeling it?
Yeah. Some people surprise you a little bit, but it gets to every one of them. Shaq did it. All kinds of people. So it's a really good show. I know they're just eating hot wings and caffeine and all this sort of stuff, but it's really the guy. Like I said, he'll ask really good questions. So, Hot Ones is a good one. F is for Family. I finally finished it. That's that cartoon on Netflix. A Bill Burr show, and I think Vince Vaughn is the producer on it, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's I don't know who his wife is or somebody. There's like a female, I think I forget her name, but her last name is Vaughn, and she's involved. Maybe it's a whole. Maybe all three of them are involved somehow. Well, they are involved somehow, but a good show, not for kids. It's very adult. In this last episode, something very adult happens, which we couldn't believe. Um, but it's a good one, man, and it just finished. I don't know if there's going to be more or not, but F is for Family, Netflix for sure.
That reminds me of a movie I just watched on Peacock called Drive Away Dolls. It was just at the movie theaters. Very, very adult. It's the most lesbian movie I've ever seen. a lot of lesbian references. You see graphic things happening, but I'll tell you what I really enjoyed. Besides that, is it was directed by one of the Coen brothers, and the Coen brothers made.
Okay.
They made The Big Lebowski. They made Raising Arizona. Nick Cage. They made a ton of classic movies. A lot of movies I've loved, and this was only one of the Coen brothers, and it seems pretty apparent this is the sillier Coen brother because of the way this movie was made. Very, a lot of his kind of twisted kind of humor, but it's a fun kind of thing like The Big Lebowski. There's a whole big mix-up, like these two lesbians take what's called a drive-away car, where they're supposed to take it to a destination within a certain amount of time. They have to go to Florida and get it there, and they take someone else's car. Who these these people involved in crime, and there's something in that car that those people want, so they're after the two lesbians. So it's a fun movie if you like The Big Lebowski or something like that.
Okay.
But super lesbian, man. Like
it's crazy lesbians, bro.
There's a lot of crazy lesbian stuff in there. Stuff I didn't even know about.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Check
man.
it out. Check it out.
Check it out, and let's get out of here. Let us know if you'd like. Let us know if you like the movie segment, if we should do it again or not. If it was stupid, let us know that too. Comment. You will not hurt my feelings, so please let us know.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Smash like. Peace.